Hello everyone, this is Brett and thank you for tuning in. We're at the end of 2023. So today's video is going to be all about my 10 favorite albums, or the 10 best albums of this year in my opinion. I'm going to have a link in the description for a playlist that I'm going to compile with tracks from these albums that I talk about. So if you're unfamiliar or just want to listen through my picks, be sure to click that link. To kick things off, I want to show 3 honorable mentions. The first 2 are not new material that was released this year, which is usually my criteria for compiling my top list. So the first 2 are actually orchestral albums, and no surprise here, a band that I've talked about extensively on the channel, one of my favorites of all time. This is the UK band New Model Army. Sinfonia. This is them playing with the Leipzig Symphony, Leipzig, Germany, a city that I've played in a couple times. And this is a 3-record set. It includes a DVD of the performance, which I highly recommend watching. It's so good to see them playing and to see the musicians in the actual orchestra, their reactions to the songs and the crowd's reactions. It's a career spanning, so you have classics like Green and Gray, Wonderful Way to Go, Vagabonds, Purity, and then some newer tracks as well. You have Ocean Rising from Justin Sullivan's solo album, Orange Tree Roads, which is one of my favorite New Model Army songs. Just a beautiful, beautiful collection. Highly recommend. This is Sinfonia, New Model Army. Another one is it's the year of orchestral albums. I love them. I love to hear these rearranged songs with all types of strings and brass, woodwinds, just beautiful. And this is James, another one that you're probably not surprised to see me discuss here. This is be opened by the wonderful 40 years of James, the Manchester band, one of my favorites of all time. Career spanning, some deep cuts like The Lake, which should have made the late album. Sit Down. Laid, of course, Say Something, but then you also have some real deep cuts like Hello and Medieval, Why So Close, We're Gonna Miss You. Just a great record. 2-record set. James, be opened by the wonderful. And the third one I want to feature here is the latest from Gene Loves Jezebel. This album came out this year, Love, Death, Sorrow. Was really blown away by this. I know I've talked about Gene Loves Jezebel a lot, and this is the Jay Aston, and there's several cover songs on this record. You have Magazine's The Light Pours Out of Me, Marianne Faithfull's Broken English, A Girl Like You, Another Girl, Another Planet, but the version of The Cure's In Between Days, the way Jay sings that one, it just it adds a whole other emotional depth to the song. And the original songs on this one are really great as well. You Can't Hurt Me Anymore, The Foolish Young, The Man That Time Forgot, Serpent Queen. Definitely, if you haven't listened to Gene Loves Jezebel in years, give this one a try. This is Love, Death, Sorrow. Okay, so that brings us now to the top 10 of 2023. So we're going to move in order from number 10 to number 1, of course. Some of these I discussed in my best of so far 2023 list. So let's kick things off with one that was definitely on that list, and this is the band Korine. This is their album Tear or Tear, I think it's Tear. Synth pop, huge hooks. The vocal style in this reminds me of a cross between Wes from Cold Cave with Davey from AFI or Black Audio. Huge hooks. Mount Airy, the opening track, is one of my favorite songs of the year. I especially just love how the hook of that song is really just an instrumental synth part. Really great production. Burn the World, also huge. Crystalline, excellent stuff. So that is Korine. That's Korine. And once again, I'll have a song or two in that playlist in the description. All right, in at number 9, this was another one from my mid-year list. Includes another one of my most listened to songs of the year. This is Feed the Beast from Kim Petras. Let me take it out so it doesn't have that glare on it. So electropop, debut album, although she did release another one, Problematique, which was recorded before this one, and it got released on actually Black Friday, but that one didn't register with me as much as this one did. The song Minutes is the one that's just addictive to me. I love on that song how during the chorus, all the instruments kind of drop out except the drums, and there's just quiet synth bass part going. I just love that choice. And then the second half of the chorus, it kind of builds up, and they do that for the first couple of choruses, and I think it just makes those choruses hit extra hard because of that. Fun songs on this one. Coconuts, absolutely ridiculous. Alone, also just huge hooks, super catchy. And then it also has the song that she did with Sam Smith, Unholy, which is a great track. Yeah, Kim Petras in at number 9 for me with Feed the Beast. Okay, in at number 8, this is the debut solo album from Emma Anderson. This is called Pearlies. Emma Anderson was a member of Lush, and what's interesting is when you hear this record, you realize how important her vocals and songwriting, guitar playing was to the overall sound of Lush. I can't really pick out standouts from this because from the beginning to the end, it just all flows so well together. But just the first track, I Was Miles Away, if you just check that one out, I think you'll probably be instantly hooked by this. Richard Oakes from Suede, the guitar player, plays on several tracks. But this is called Pearlies, if I didn't say. This is Emma Anderson, debut solo album. All right, in at number 7, the Danish folk metal, black metal artist Myrkur. This is her 4th album, Spine. It's such an interesting mix of styles. Even if you're not a metal fan, there's something about the way this is put together that I think you can get behind it. It's really just melodic, atmospheric, haunting, and the metal elements are almost sometimes buried in the background. You'll hear this kind of beautifully textured, almost folky song, and in the background there's some chaos going on, and it's such an interesting juxtaposition of styles. So Like Humans is the track I'm going to recommend on this one. It was the lead-off single. Excellent stuff. That's Myrkur with Spine in at number 7. Number 6, so good to have this band back. This is their 5th album, the second one since they reunited. This is Slowdive. Everything is Alive. It's super solid. It just washes over you. I listen to this one so much throughout the year, and it's just one of those you put on, and it kind of takes you away. Favorite song on this one, Andalusia Plays. It's the closing track on side 1, but from beginning to end, super solid. And in Slowdive's only 5 album career, it's just all 5 records are outstanding. So this is Everything is Alive in at number 6. Number 5, this is The Church, the Hypnagogue. I think I talked about this one in my mid-year list. The Church always brings it. This is in their 20-something albums. And standout tracks, I can't really mention any of them because all the way through, it's just an excellent listen. So that is my number 5 pick, the Hypnagogue from The Church. All right, number 4. So I think you guys, for those of you watching that have watched my channel for a while, I can sometimes be all over the place. And while a lot of you probably tune in because of my focus on like 80s post-punk, new wave, 90s alternative, I listen to everything. And in at number 4 is Guts, the second album from Olivia Rodrigo. This one just hooked me so deep with the song Love is Embarrassing, which is one of my probably top 3 most played songs of the year. I think Olivia has such witty, kind of self-deprecating lyrics. So catchy. There's definite 90s vibes. You even get some 80s vibes in this one. One track makes me think of the Cure, Head on the Door era. Love is Embarrassing has got a bit of a like you know, pop punk, almost Jimmy Eat World vibe on the music. But her kind of vocals and the characters she puts in the voices, kind of voice acting, is just really great. But the second side is where it's at for me. Get Him Back is so good. Pretty Isn't Pretty. So yeah, Olivia Rodrigo, and this is the alternate cover version. But this is Guts. That's my number 4 record. Number 3. What more can I say about this one? I did a review back early in the year when it came out. This is the new album from Depeche Mode, Memento Mori. I will leave a link for that review, and also I did a Depeche Mode album ranking video and song ranking video. All that is there to check out on the channel. It's held up throughout the year. I've come back to this many times. Recommended song is just, you know, as I said in those other videos, top tier Depeche Mode, Ghosts Again, the one co-written or written by Richard Butler, the Psychedelic Furs, just absolutely outstanding. Every time I hear that song, it's just chills. So that's my number 3 pick, Depeche Mode, Memento Mori. All right, number 2. This is the second album from the Americana country artist Morgan Wade. My second most listened to album this year as well. Great lyricist, lots of 80s and 90s reference, kind of musically and also lyrically. I'd say if you like Casey Musgraves and also maybe Bruce Springsteen, it's almost a good cross between them. I especially love her vocal phrasing. Just excellent stuff. Recommended song, 80s movie. Got the little synth hook in there. You got some Patrick Swayze Dirty Dancing references in the lyrics. Just great stuff. Morgan Wade, W-A-D-E. And this album is called Psychopath, if I didn't mention that. Okay, so number 1. This album, Sarah and I listened to this one so much. Yeah. This is Nation of Language. This is Strange Disciple, their third album. I'm going to call it synth pop. You got total vibes of things like New Order, Kraftwerk, OMD. You'll hear things and it just makes you, it pulls you into that type of sound. But also some more contemporary things like maybe the National, Wolf Parade, Operators. Really great songwriting. Catchy. Once again, the vocal phrasing I love. Heavily chorus bass lines. The song Soul Obsession is probably my number 1 most listened to song of the year. Just obsessed with it. Soul Obsession. Anyways, Nation of Language. This is my number 1 favorite album of 2023. Strange Disciple. I welcome you to check out that link in the description so you can listen to that if you're unfamiliar. And I highly recommend you pick this one up as well. So there you have it, my top 10 favorite albums of 2023. And I also want to mention, guys, if you're new to the channel, watch the video. Please hit like, comment, and subscribe as well. And I'll be back with something new here soon. So thanks for tuning in. Have a happy new year, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye.